All right, this is behind the scenes on a studio shoot that we're doing here, and this is kind of a little bit of an interesting kind of beauty shot that we've set up. So if I'm going to show you how we're doing it, we've got one. Is this a 400 or 600 watt second? 600 watt second. 400. 600 watt second unit. We've got Phottix's Raha Deep 60 on it. This is our key light here. Follow me this way to show you the studio space. So we're working with a white background, and we've got two different lights on it. One is gridded blue, one's gridded red, and then they're pointed at it so that they mix in the middle. Keep following me. So that they're mixing in the middle and turning purple, hopefully, is our goal there. Bob, let me know when I can walk across, okay? So we've got one main light, and it's gridded with a 45-degree grid, so none of that light spills onto the background. White background that we're working with here, and then one final light is right here, and this is our hair light to do a separation light for the hair of our subject to try to get that little bit of separation. We're shooting these with 85mm lenses predominantly. I think we've shot with several different ones here to try to get the shot that we're looking for. So we're going to see, I'm going to show some examples of those and just see what it looks like. So that's the setup on how to be able to produce this shot.
So that was from a shoot that I did this weekend, and let me walk you through the total amount of units and what you saw there and its placement. You've seen the images that we took from it. The goal was to have kind of a really nice kind of beauty shot with that love seat and doing that mixture in the background and doing it with only one light without a fill light in order to have some comfort with some shadows. So the key light was inside of one of the Raha pop-up softboxes from Phottix, which I've been using now a little bit for the last couple months, and so far I love them. I really, really like them. That was a 600 watt second unit that it was running on. That was actually set to TTL triggering. The hair light that you saw was another 600 watt second. It was set 2 stops below TTL triggering on a separate group, and that was producing what I was kind of looking for there. I didn't want it to really blow out the back of her head there. I just wanted a little bit of separation for somebody with darker hair. The 2 units that you saw that were lighting the background, those were 200 watt second units. Those were set in manual, and they were a red and a blue. They were on different groups, C and D. The red group was C, and it was set at 1/32nd power, while the blue group was set at 1/16th power manually. Now we set background lights on manual because I don't want any variation in the way that my background looks if my camera meters slightly differently. I want the same background as I go along because the background light really shouldn't be part of the metering system. And I made my blue light brighter by a stop because red just shows up better. It shows up more easily than blue does, so you've got to take your blue groups and bump those up. We thought about trying to combine the blue and the red gels just to have a purple light, but we were inhibited on that score because the type of barn door and gel system for those heads was magnetic and did not magnetize and stack those gels. So we decided to do the mixture and have a red section of blue and purple meet in the middle, and we ended up liking it. We used those 2 background lights in those positions for most of the day's shoot. With the snoot that was on my hair light, I had started with the grid, but we ended up removing the grid out of it. So that was actually shot with a snoot that did not have a grid to it, just to get a little bit more spread, and I still wasn't flaring into the camera at all. By the way, I was doing those shoots with 85mm lenses, as I said, and I shot yesterday with both the 85mm G Master and the Sigma Art 85mm for Sony. So guess what lens I'm going to be reviewing at some point in the future and comparing it. That'll be a really good time. It's not going to be in this next week, I want to get away from reviewing Sigma lenses. There's a couple other things I want to take a look at first, but I've got the shots from that shoot, and I'll be excited to really do an analysis on that particular lens. So anyway, that was a studio shoot and an analysis of how to do it. I hope that you found that useful and interesting and at least entertaining. By all means, take a second and check out some of the other videos that I've got on here. I've got some lens reviews, I've got some camera news updates. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, get in the comment section if there's a type of shot that you want to see me analyze in the studio and how to do it. I'd love to tell you how I try to accomplish it. And have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.